Hi there. Welcome to City Skylines for Beginners, episode 60. Episode 58, and we're starting out with a burning fire. Since I found one when I was out walking through the park, I was just out here walking through this park, and I saw the fire. I thought maybe we'd sit here and watch the fire trucks. Or maybe only one fire truck, since it's a little house, show up and take care of it if they can get to it in time. We got one guy running inside here, and there should be a fellow with a hose any minute. There we go. Okay. Uh-oh. Boy, they sure left fast, and he didn't even put any water on it. That might mean that they didn't make it in time. If that's the case, I'm going to have to put a fire truck down here. Yep. They left. No, the house is coming back. So just the fact that they showed up was good enough, I guess. You can see how all the black soot is disappearing from it. Okay, good deal. And I don't know if you've been following my other 2 episodes that I just did, but if you have been, you may have noticed that I had really tall unmown grass in, all the grass areas. Well, I've put the mod back in that's for decorative sprites to get rid of them. And now it looks like the Parks Department finally got around to mowing all the parks. It's so pretty this way. And there's also one that says no more dirt. So there's no longer a dirt spot underneath every bench and every table and every tree, every bush. Everything is nice and green. I like it so much better this way. There's not anybody out here right now. I was hoping I'd find someone and we could walk with them. Maybe I'm in the wrong section. Let me tab out and take a look. Or maybe it's just the wrong time of day, because the last time I was looking at this park, there was a whole bunch of people. Literally a whole bunch of people. Well, there's a couple. See if we can find one going the right direction. Yeah, I did. See, there's 3 folks down here. I can just get down here and get to them. And I want to get to the one that's maybe going to go the furthest. That would be this guy. He's going home, but he's going home the long way, unless he lives in one of these real close by buildings. But we'll start out with him. His name is Travis. I have laryngitis, in case you haven't been watching the other 2 episodes. I've gotten over the flu, and I'm still getting over the laryngitis I got from the flu. So he is a worker at the Club de la Creme. He's going to the Empire Residence, and he's using the park to walk through to get to it, which is always nice. I might need to put some more bushes out here. Maybe a few trees, pretty it up a little bit. Maybe a couple benches. I haven't done any of that yet. I've just been trying to get the mods in. But since we're going to be walking through it, I guess I should make it pretty. Here comes Grandma. She's headed home, probably. Travis is an uneducated young adult, so he's probably in his, 20s or 30s. And he's probably going to bounce out any minute, but we won't bounce out of him until he actually turns and faces a building. That's usually my clue to hit the tab button. Now, I have this on fast, but I realize it's not going very fast, and sorry about that, but my game seems to be going really slow lately, and I guess it's because I have too much on it. I only have 131,737 people, which sounds like a lot till you realize a lot of the people who play this game, you know, they've got 1 million population, and the buildings that they live in and the cars that they drive, and they can still make theirs work. So, oh, looks like this is where he's going, so let's tab out of him. See if he goes all the way through or just goes inside. Oh, check this out. I don't know if you can see him, but he's right down in there. I can't get any closer without going first person, so we'll jump in here and then jump into him and see if it'll let me get in there. He's sitting on his balcony, and apparently he's not. He's sitting looking away from what you're looking at. They all, for some reason, Colossal Order has people looking out of an eye at the back of their head when they sit down. So this is what he sees behind him with the eye at the back of his head. Makes no sense to me at all. They should be looking out the front just like they do when they're walking, but they don't. So I don't know if he's gonna go inside, or he's apparently on a in an apartment that's up fairly high, 4th, 5th floor maybe. And we're looking through his building, which apparently has all glass walls. No, it's just that this is the way you see them when you're kind of like jammed up against a building. If you're actually in next to it, you look through it. So, yeah, we'll get out of him now. I just wanted to show you. I thought that was really neat that he's... We might, now that we're there, be able to see him sitting there. There he is. There's the guy that we were sitting and walking with, and sitting with, and he's just sitting out there on the patio on his apartment, checking out whatever view he can see with that tall banister. Not much, I don't suppose. See how I've got this thing going as fast as I can, and it just barely moves. That's why I'm not doing regular first persons, because, wow, it'd be like I was crawling. Okay, we'll get out of that if I can. Okay. See if I can find somebody else that we can tag along with. I mean, I'll settle for a vehicle or a person at this point. Boy, I don't see anybody. I think I see somebody on a bicycle. Yeah, I even hear the bicycle thingy. I think he's right here. Unless I was looking at the fountain. I might have been looking at the fountain. Oh well. I think it'd be really neat if Colossal Order would, in their next upgrade, make it possible to run a search for a sim of a certain name. Like maybe you name a sim with your name or a friend's name, and from then on that sim is in the game, and you can go look for that sim, and then, you know, walk around with that sim. I'd settle for any sim right now. I think I found one. Yeah. Okay. This is the bicycle of Sterling Greenaway, young adult, headed for Laugh Your Bottom Off. So he's probably headed for the metro. But regardless, at least he's somebody for us to follow. Yeah. Now that's his head. I'm gonna set us forward just a little bit so that we're like, you know, okay. The X offset is the up and down. So I want to use the Y offset. Oh, that's behind him. Trying to get it. Trying to get it so that we don't wind up. Well, that's unbelievable. Okay, I had it set for a vehicle last time, so there we go. Okay, maybe if I go this way. Whoa. A little bit more. Little bit more. Okay, and then forward. I'm trying to get the box to move over to the left. Usually if you get right in their head, it'll move. It's not moving. Okay, well let's tab out and back in and see if that works. Nope, we've still got his dialogue box right in front of us. Okay, well we know where he's going, so we'll go ahead and turn his dialogue box off. That will work. There. Hopefully this will be a nice long ride, and you know, hopefully the metro is a long ways off. I wanted to ask everybody to please click like. If you would, if you like my videos at all, please click like for me. And also, if you want to see more of my videos, I have many of them. They're all city skylines, and I do have 3 playlists that you can look at. So go ahead and hit subscribe, and it'll show you the playlists. You know, from there you can pick what videos you want to watch. They're made to be watched in order, but you don't have to. Oh, and I wanted to tell everyone, if you have something you'd like me to try and do, or some kind of first person you'd like me to run, go ahead and put it in the comment section. And if the comment comes up, when you post it, if the comment comes up and it says could not post, or comment not postable, any comment like that, it'll be in red on the left side of the posting button. Then all that means is that you need to click the video itself so that it starts running. And when it starts running and I start in with the jibber jabber, then you will know that then you can hit the post and it'll post the comment. So, little trick that I found out. For quite a while I wasn't able to comment back to people because I couldn't get my comments to post. But now I can, and that little trick works pretty good. So just thought I'd let you know about that. Trying to remember. Oh yeah, we're in the city called Slopes, and I'm not sure which part of it we're in at this point. Well, obviously the part with the apartments. And also you can see the parks on the side. The one that was on the left just now is called Standing Stones Park. And you can go into Workshop if you would like to get that. There's, I think, 3 pieces that I made for that park. You know, 3 little parks that you can kind of link together. to make bigger parks. If you would like to use that one in your games, you're welcome to go into Workshop and click on them and see if it shows over here very much. No, it doesn't. But I have a lot of parks in my city, and most of them that you will see, you can get at the Workshop by hitting parks, I think. I think I put them under parks, and then just typing the name. The ones coming up on the left right now and in front of you are called standing stones because they were made with standing stones. Now, the ones that I put on the Workshop have, instead of the weeping willow tree, I made that park before in the beginners section, by the way. I made that park before Mr. Maison made his willow tree or the acacias. So the one that you will see, I think it has a couple of different trees on it. And so, but you can always put your own trees in. You just delete mine off the park and put your own trees in. Well, we lost her. She timed out when because she was on a bike and we were watching the bike. Okay, she went into the metro and she jumped off the bike when she got in there, and I had not tabbed out and jumped onto her, so we lost her, and that does happen. Now, this is Riverwalk Park. All these with the cherry trees, all of these are Riverwalk Parks, and they are also on the Workshop if you want to go get one. I had a lot of fun putting this in. We're back up to the 81 tile game. It's still the test game. It looks like Riverdance, but, because I used the Riverdance map, but it's really a separate game made like Riverdance that I can test out the mods in. And I have most of them on now, and I'm getting ready in between episodes here to go ahead and that's the industrial area that you're looking at out there. I'm thinking of going ahead and let's grab this one. That's a bug spray van, and it's returning to its facility. It's delivered its boxes from the box factory, so now it's going to be going back to the box factory. Oh, and this is Flowing Fountains Parks that you'll see on the right side once we get in here. All of these parks are flowing fountain parks, and they do actually have flowing fountains in them, 2 of them. There's a bunch of them that you kind of slap together to make a big long park. And you're more than welcome to do those too. I'm going to fix this so that we'll be on top of this vehicle instead of in the middle of it in the back. Okay, so I've placed us kind of like up on the top of the vehicle, kind of like sitting on not the hood, but the top above people's heads on the outside, and looking over the hood. This green thing is the hood of the van, and since this is in the way, I'm going to click it off so we won't see it, and then we'll go ahead and I'm sorry, I turned you off, and enjoy our drive. I clicked the wrong button. So anyway, if you wanted one of these parks over here, you can go into Workshop and just click on it, subscribe to it, and you'll have it. And that one does have all the trees in it that you see, because I made it later when I had a little bit better idea of how to put it on Workshop. And that on the left you see the parking lot. I should probably put that on Workshop so people can use it too. I mean, why make them if people can't use them, right? Haven't done it yet though, so go ahead and look for Acacia Park or Park Acacia, and you will hopefully find it when I do put it in. And you just slap them in between the buildings, so that people have a place to park. That's coming up on the left now. I had fun making those. It is fun to make the parks. I have no idea how to make the buildings, or the vehicles that some people have put in, trains and planes and different kinds of cars and just all kinds of things. And I have I have no idea how to do that. I can go into tools and, asset, and it tells you that you can click on, an icon to make one of those things. But the only one that made any sense to me was the park one. It had a thing like the map that you could work on to create a park in different sizes. And I think I called these parks, this was a collection, just like the Flowing Fountains one. Oh, Riverwalk Parks, I think, is what those are called, that we're going through now. And this guy is going to be, we're in the commercial nightlife area, way up on one far corner of the game board, and he should be leaving the area here pretty soon and headed down into the industrial area. And this nightlife park is up above the industrial area on the hill up above it, but it might still take a little while for us to get to it. And we're at 21 minutes now, so hopefully it won't last longer than 9 minutes, because we kind of want to see it get where it's going before we have to turn the video off. I'm almost tempted to jump on this guy in the front, but I won't. No, I won't, because we haven't driven to an industrial area in a while, so might as well do it now. Please excuse my croaky throat. I'm sorry that it sounds so bad, but that laryngitis will do that to you. I don't sound like me at all. No, my throat doesn't feel like me either. It hurts. Okay, so I use the traffic manager that you see up here on the top. You can go into Workshop and get Traffic Manager. And so far, it has not created any problem, except it wouldn't let me. One mod seemed like that I put in after Traffic Manager seemed to be having a problem, but I don't know for sure if it really did have a problem. I just know that when I put it on, it didn't work, and that was sad, because I really kind of liked that one. It was one that lets you reserve. You only get so many vehicles. This is something new I just learned. You only get a specified finite number of vehicles in your city, and then you have to wait for one of the vehicles that's out there to time out before you can, a sim can drive out of his home, or more specifically, a city service like police and fire and ambulances and garbage trucks and hearses, all of those. If you have already reached your finite area, your finite number of vehicles in your city, and I think it's 16,000 something, your city service buildings, they will not put, like, you'll have like 28 hearses available in your crematorium, and it's only putting out 4, and your clinics are putting out 1 or none in their ambulances. And now sometimes that's because people are sick, but they're not sick enough to need an ambulance, or they're walking in or driving in. So the ambulances on the clinics don't always come out anyway. But like, if your police are not putting out enough cars, or your cemeteries are not putting all 13 of their vehicles out, and it's a low number like 2 or 5, you might have too many vehicles going in your town. I don't. I got this mod so that I could solve the problem, and of course it didn't solve the problem because I only had 15,000 vehicles out there, and so it never needed to be used, but it did give me the count, and then I turned it off because it was conflicting and it gave a index array error when I came out of the game and tried to go to main menu, and then of course after that the game was spoiled. So but I did find out that it wasn't that problem that I had. I still don't know what the problem is. I think it might just be that with the new thing that I put in, I took off Ashura Ishikara's enhanced garbage trucks and enhanced hearses and Skyline's Overwatch, which goes with it. I took those all off and I replaced them all with districts, which is another mod that makes all of your city services stay inside a zoned area. You know, like if you zone a neighborhood and give it a name, or you zone the industrial area and give it a name, that area that the zoning is, and the zoning thing is right down here. And I think we did zoning. If we didn't, that would be something I should probably show you. And we should get to the industrial here pretty soon. Of course, we've only got 4 minutes left, so I might show you that in another episode. What you're hearing in the background is the planes coming in, because there is an airport close here, and the planes fly right over this area. So when they go over the top, you hear them. Boy, that guy almost had an accident in front of us, huh? Oh, we may be timing out because we're getting on the freeway now, but it's really, really bogged down. And I may need to tab open and take a look and see why it's bogged down. Oh, okay, well, if we're going to stay in this lane, we'll probably be okay. It looks like delivery vehicles and forestry vehicles, which, you know, and people going home, all of that stuff is probably in the nightlife and the commercial off to the left that you see on the hills there and on the plateau up there. And the forestry, of course, is on the left, way at the end of this freeway, way down there in the end. We're on the right-hand side because we're going to be turning into this industrial section coming up on the right. So maybe it won't take quite as long as I thought. But we are at 27 minutes right now. Well, 27 minutes and 52 seconds. So we only have 2 minutes left. Oh dear, and he's getting into line. That's not ever a good thing. Okay. Yeah, he's hitting commute traffic also, so I'm going to tab out of him. And we've got him down here in the green van with the blue bubble on top of him. That's him. And this commute traffic goes way up there. I probably should commute out of him, though. Where did he go? Oh, there he is, I think. Well, I thought that was him. But I don't see the blue bubble anymore. Okay, I'm going to assume that I'm out of it. I'm just zipping forward here to oh, is that causing the problem? Well, we can fix that. That's just a 25 tile area. See, that wasn't supposed to connect to the freeway there. It was just supposed to be, come on. It's just a marker. There. That's just a marker so that when we're looking at the map from up above, we can see whether we're inside the 25 tile area or whether we are outside of it in the 81 tile area. See, now where this guy was going was this section right down here, general industry. But he would have taken forever to get there, and we're at 30 minutes. And I try not to go over that. I think I will go down here and take a look at the planes, though. We have 2 of them here, getting ready to leave. And I don't see why we can't just get out here and watch them. Okay, there goes one. There he goes. They always curve off in one direction or another. I'm trying to back up so you can still see him. Yep, that's a plane. It looks like there's another one coming in here. I'll see if I can get back over here soon enough so that you can see that one. I see this little white speck way up here in the sky, and that's one of the planes coming in. There he is, way up there. I don't know if you can see him on your screen or not, but he's right here above this white building coming in. He may just take a few minutes to get here. But I figured, you know, we can go to 35 minutes waiting for him. We're at 31 and a half already. Plus this guy right here, this plane, is liable to take off in a minute. Maybe we can watch that. That would be fun. Doesn't look like he's getting ready to do much of anything. And I don't want to click onto that because then I might lose my spot. Huh. I guess maybe that plane was leaving and not coming. 'Cause okay, I guess it's not gonna do anything. Well, he started up his engines, so maybe he will. Huh, I've never seen him sit that long before. But like I said, my game is going really slow. Okay, I'm going to put you on hold, and then when he starts moving, I'll turn you back on. Okay, he's finally coming out, and there's another plane coming in too. If you look up here in this area, you can see 3 planes circling to get ready to come in. You'll see them every once in a while. But right now we have one getting ready to leave, and I don't know if he's going to go first or, you know, and then the other guy come down or not. I don't know. But I figure I've gone this far. I'll just leave it on and we'll wait to see what happens. I pulled back to this position so that you could see that plane right there is going to hit the runway and come all the way up here to our side and then turn around and go back in. So I thought, you know, if I could get back here far enough, you'd get to see the whole thing. Here he comes. It looks like he's got somebody else right behind him too. So, and a third one way up there in the corner by the sprocket, working its way down. But these two, this one here and this one up here, they're still doing that circling down thing. This guy has already started heading in to make a landing. It looks like the other one's going to wait for him. We're at 34 minutes, so I'm hoping to have this only take a minute longer. I think I will call this one First Person Airport. I may even take a picture of it. I mean, why not, right? This might be the picture I put on the episode. I waited long enough for these planes. I might as well take a picture of them. And clicking. And clicking now. Come on, come on. Well, I hope I got that one. Sometimes you press the button to take a picture, and it sits there and it sits there and it sits there, and then it finally takes a picture. So I'm not sure which picture I got, but I'll put something up there. Okay, so we've had one plane leave and two planes leave and one come in since we got to the airport. That'll be enough for now because we're already at 36 minutes. So I will see you in the next episode. And if you want to see the actual next episode I do, you'll want to go to Riverdance or just subscribe to me and then go to the Riverdance series playlist, and you can watch, whatever I'm doing next. But just subscribe and take a look at my playlist, see if there's something that you might like to watch. Okay, that's it. I will see you in a few days. Hopefully you will come to view some more of my videos. Bye.